What happens if we say get back? What happens if somebody comes up and threatens us and grabs our shirt and is about to pummel us to the ground? Guess what, guys? Here's the dirty secret of martial arts. I got a lot of friends who own martial arts studios. Martial arts are great. They're great for training, learning. However, when push comes to shove, punching, 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 and punching, okay? That's what works. That's what I've done. That's what all my buddies have done and been in fights. I've never seen anybody do like a roundhouse ninja kick. I've never seen anybody do some fancy karate move. I've never seen somebody do a joint lock wrist 380 spin or whatever. It is punching, and it's punching in the face. I know that's not the world's most glamorous thing to say, like you were hoping for, again, some three, but it comes down to punching. So in a moment here, I'm gonna have Sean show you how to punch the right way, because guess what? For self-defense, what works is the 1-2 combo, meaning jab, right, cross, punching with fists, or a palm strike. That's all you need to know. That is the only things you need to know. Is the 1-2 to the face, or you can palm strike. I don't care if you punch with an open fist palm strike. I don't care if your hands are like it doesn't matter to me, because we're not trying to be in the Olympics here and we're not getting points or whatever. We're trying to save your life. So again, if you want to train in martial arts, I don't care. That's fine. You'll get a great knowledge. But I get so many people here, like if somebody flies over from wherever, from England, Australia, and says, Jason, you have 2 days to teach me what I'm going to teach you. And that's it. That's all you get. Okay. Punching. Exactly what I just said. So even though all of us know how to throw a punch, Sean, will you show us and come teach us how to throw a jab, how to throw the 1-2, jab and right cross, and also what if we're doing it with a palm strike?
The 1-2, there's tons of different schools of thought, right? When you come down and you look at the boxing or the Muay Thai and how they prepare their stance. We're not going to read about any of that right now. The idea is I want to start getting my shots on target quickly. I need to start getting a physiological response. I'm putting something in their face that's going to be moving their balance point back. I am now becoming the aggressor. Okay, I don't want to be defensive. I don't want to be reactionary. I need to quickly change that role and become the aggressor. I need to get them being reactionary. That puts me ahead in time, which is where I want to be. I want them having to react. So when we're having approach, we've got our hands up, we're saying stop, stop. And that's another reason I like the palm strike, is this is more of a non-threatening posture than this. If somebody's coming at me and I'm going stop, stop, well, this is very combative, and it could give away the fact that I'm about ready to strike them. So if my hands are up in kind of a surrender type position, whoa, easy, easy. You know, where I'm playing the I'm sick, you might want to stay back, and they're just ignoring me and moving forward, then that's when I'm going to launch the strike. I don't necessarily need to hit them with knockout power. I'm not looking to knock them out. I'm looking to start causing distraction, again, to get something in their face. When a hand's coming into your face, whether it be a punch or a palm strike, blocking vision, they're having to react to it. That's what I'm looking to get. I want to get that response. So the way I like to teach this, gives us a little bit of an edge, is when I'm in this position, when I'm throwing the left hand, I like to throw the left one first because I'm right-handed, so I will have a little more power in my right hand, okay? And it also is going to be the one that's more than likely going to transition to a tool, but I want that first distraction. The hand is going to move first. Okay, so I'm not going to wind up and try to hit with power. I don't need that. Literally, my hand is just going to go out from where it is. Okay, I'll get a little bit of a body rotation naturally to get a little bit more distance, but I'm not winding up. I'm not trying to knock this person out. I'm merely trying to disrupt them. When this hand moves and I get this little shift in my body, it just naturally happens. That's priming this other side to have the power just in torque. I'm building torque in my body. Okay, and so Richard, put you right here. So everybody see Richard here? So if we've gotten into this space where I'm inside the reactionary gap, I can actually contact him, okay? Right there. That jarring motion of his face. Again, I don't have to hit him with everything I got. I'll just go on his chest here. That was just hand moving. I wasn't trying to knock him out, but did you see how much he moved? Because that's not going to be the only shot, okay? There's going to be more things coming at him. Once I get him moving backwards, that's where we want to be. Whether it be closed fist, targeting kind of the nose, mouth, lip area, or it be the palm strike. Same thing, I'm targeting the same area. If I can rock the head back, even better, because now we're really manipulating their balance. So to throw this strike, and I don't need to be in a stance where I've got everything loaded and primed. I could just be straight up, okay? Because this is more non-threatening. When this first shot hits, that's when I can start stepping into my more aggressive postures, start putting the power behind it. So all I want you to focus on at first is you'll be with your partner here. I'm gonna have my hand in the surrender position, and I'm just going to hand moves first, right into the face. Not actually making contact yet, and it should be a surprise for them. If they say, oh, I knew you were going to throw it because you moved your shoulder or you did something weird, we need to start to kind of analyze that and work that out. So it should just be, man, dude, easy, I don't want any problems. Okay. And it doesn't matter if it's left or right. I just personally prefer to do my left 90% of the time. You'll find that when you go out in the world, if you find just a handful of techniques that are yours that you've done 10,000 times, that's better than having 10,000 techniques you've done a few times. And this is something that I have practiced so much, it's really hard for me to do anything else at this point. But so it's the hand moving first. We get a little bit of body movement at the end. Then I can unload because there's already something happening. I've got his mental state to where he's dealing with pressure. He's dealing with something in his face. Even if he blocks or moves and I don't hit him, he's still doing something other than attacking me. He's being reactionary to what I'm doing. That still puts me ahead in time, which is exactly where I want to be. So closed fist, open hand, doesn't matter. It really doesn't. The whole idea here is we are putting something in this person's face for them to think about. We're causing physiological response. We're causing reactionary response. And I'm becoming the aggressor. Any questions?
Shouldn't we wait until the person touches us first?
No.
For legal reasons?
No. So if they touch you, that's going to be battery. Assault is I'm going to, whatever the verbal. I am not going to, for me personally, okay, and I'm not a lawyer, so I can't dispense legal advice. For me, my personal set is, once I've asked you to stop and you have ignored that, and you continue to come forward in an aggressive manner, and I can articulate to a jury of my peers that I feared for my safety, and we are in a litigious society, and we may have to fight that battle, but I would rather fight that battle than to be in a hospital for months or to be in the ground. You know, so, and everybody here, over the course of the next 2 days, you will start to see things and you will all have your own personal minimum. What are you willing to do as an individual? It's all going to be a little different. I know people that absolutely will not carry a gun. That's fine. I will. There are people that will never harm another living thing. That is fine. If that's where you're at, that's awesome. That's great. I'm not going to tell you you have to be another way. You need to find for you, what are you willing to do? And then what are you capable of doing? And so if that answers your question. So if I have an aggressive intent and they're coming in and they're ignoring my request, please don't get any closer, I feel at that point, I don't have an option. I've got to shut this down because I've seen where things can go. I'm justifying for myself. Now, will that play out in court? Am I in a liberal state? Am I in a conservative state? I don't know. I'm taking that gamble every time because being sued or being arrested is far better than being dead. Bob?
You like pushing up on the chin or smashing their nose? I mean,
I like...
You haven't done it for real, but... or maybe you have.
I like hitting around the head area. I want to get that body shaking, moving. If I can get into the throat with the web of my hand, I know that has great effect.
Okay, so if taller, maybe go for the lower. If the lower is whatever, maybe go for the nose to see if you can.
Right, yeah. If it's a shorter person, I might just hit them square in the face. Okay. But the whole idea is I want to start moving them back with some kind of trauma. I want to start having trauma inflicted. I want to start getting off balancing happening. I want to start becoming the aggressor. We're changing our roles in this encounter. They started out as the aggressive person. Next thing you know, they're having to deal with a hyper-aggressive individual because I've decided I'm not taking it anymore.
Because in my world, the nose is, but I haven't been in the real deal.
I've been hit in the nose. And when I got hit in the nose and my eyes started watering, I didn't want to fight anymore. I've hit people in the nose and they don't want to fight anymore. And that's not to say one shot's going to do it. Okay. It could be. It could be. There are no guarantees. This is not magic, okay? So you may hit a guy with everything you got a couple of times, and he just goes, and you're like, oh, shit, we're in it now. I've had that happen, okay? But you may just hit them once, and they fall to the ground, ball up, go fetal. You just don't know, which is why we have to over-prepare. That's what these 2 days are going to do. They're going to over-prepare you so that we don't run into that. I hit a guy once because that's what I saw in a karate class, and all my training partners fell down, but this dude didn't. He started throwing hands back. That's when the problem happens. So we always want to prepare for the worst and hope for the best, I guess.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna get some focus mitts in a minute. So each partner's gonna have the 2 mitts on. We're gonna do, they actually gave me one, so I'm good. We're gonna do the exact same drill before. So one of you is gonna have the mitts, which is the aggressor. You're gonna go up to them, hey, can I borrow $1 or whatever? You're gonna keep coming. You're not gonna stop when they say get back. And then the person, when they get close enough, go out and strike. I like palm strikes too. I don't care if it's the fist. Again, it doesn't matter. I will tell you, remember, we got to do it multiple times. So when they come at me and you've got the 2 focus mitts up, I'm going boom, 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 boom. Now this here looks pretty goofy, right? That's all I'm doing. It looks goofy. I was doing private training. This is a while back, but some family, there was a kid, let's say he's 18 or 19 or whatever. He's like, no, Jason, I watch this MMA. That doesn't look cool. And that doesn't, you look pretty stupid when you're doing this. And I said, okay, come and stand in front of me. Let's play this game. This is what you want to play. And I boom, 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 and this kid fell backwards, and we obviously had safety equipment on. But if you're doing that hard as crap to somebody, you are going to take take out the attacker. Because remember, CIA, crash into attacker. So boom, 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 multiple times like that. Looks stupid, but it works. And I know it works because I've used it, friends have used it, Sean has used it. So come over here, 2 pads per person, or per one person, you know what I mean. 12 are you gonna have pads, 12 are you not gonna have pads.
Just 1 point on the pads, okay? For those who are holding the pads, okay, back it up with
Well,
the
they're
other
gonna have
hand.
both. I got
Okay.
enough, so they're gonna have 2.
Okay, then
Yeah.
I still would prefer for the beginning, just till we get this down, put the other pad, give me another pad. We want to back them up for right now.
Well, yeah, you don't have to hit with all your power. We're not trying to injure each other.
Okay.
We just want to see you go fast.
Okay, and not close to the face, not close to the face, close to the face bad. Out in front of you, little bit of resistance on it. The reason for that is to the person who's doing the striking right now at the beginning, you don't want to overextend your elbows. Okay, well, I want to get you through 2 days. So I need for you to have some resistance there, because when you start going fast, if it's just one hand, you're going to get that back, and then the next one's not going to have anything to contact. And we just want to keep our elbows preserved so we can have a lot more fun.
Tim?
I'm sorry, I was a little confused. The aggressor has the pads? Both.
The criminal, yes, because the criminal's coming at you. You're the good guy, but you're not going to listen to me, and so I'm going to defend myself doing palm strikes when you keep coming at me.
So look like this, Tim. Hey, man, what the hell, man? What you been doing up here?
You need to stop it.
Yeah, that's exactly it.